Winona has got a story to tell you. October 14th and 15th is the first ever Sandbar Storytelling Festival. Hear compelling stories about the human experience and cultural traditions by award-winning and nationally known storytellers. Learn more and get your tickets online at sandbarstorytellingfestival.org. Get outside in Pepin County. Pack up the family and visit the childhood home of Laura Ingalls Wilder. Sail on Lake Pepin, bike the Chippewa River State Trail, hike up Maiden Rock, and throw a line in a trout stream. Sign up to win a vacation at visitpepincounty.com. The 1925 American silent horror film The Phantom of the Opera is coming to La Crosse on Halloween night. Featuring the Mighty Moeller organ, enjoy the silent film with the accompaniment it deserves at the Capella Performing Arts Center. Get tickets online at capellaperformingartscenter.com. We sat down with Christopher Hathaway of the La Crosse Chamber Chorale to discuss the 37th concert season, including new works, the beautiful venue spaces for each show, getting audiences back in the seats, and where to pick up tickets, including specially priced student tickets. You can find more conversations, food reviews, live music, and events on our website, lacrosselocal.com. I'm Amy.
And I'm Brent.
And this is La Crosse Local.
So we chatted with you way back in episode 79 about your past, the history of the chorale. Now you have a new full season. Can you kind of take us through? And this is also the 37th season?
Yeah, it's our 37th season. I'm really looking forward to the season, crossing our fingers, because this will be my first full season of maskless, because my first season as the artistic director was that 2019-2020 season. So everything was great. And then, of course, COVID hits, and then we've been doing virtual. And then this past year, we did a full season, but it was all with masks on still. So really excited to have this season moving forward back to normal, if you will, with mask off and full audiences and a full season we're really excited about.
You have a number of shows coming up starting in November. Can you kind of go through it throughout the year, and then just kind of picks up through the holidays and then kicks off again in March?
Yeah, sure. So our first concerts are that first weekend in November, the 5th and the 6th. We have a couple concerts, and the entire season we're calling it Awake My Soul. The idea of back to live, normal choir music and needing that music to kind of help to awaken what's kind of been missing. And so our first concert, we're doing Come to the Woods, which is a concert entirely about nature and the woods. And there's songs we're doing about climbing trees and birds singing and cricket chirping and really every kind of part about that serenity that you can find in the woods and how that can awaken your soul. And then we have our holiday concert in December. We're going to continue the tradition of a sort of hymn sing where the chamber chorale sings some stuff. And we have a couple guest artists that'll play and sing. And then we, of course, invite the audience to sing some holiday hymns along with us as we kind of enter into that holiday season. We take a holiday break, and then our next concert is the first weekend of March, which is an amazing concert we always get to do every year in the Mary of the Angels Chapel as a part of the St. Rose Convent. The sisters over there, the Franciscan Sisters of Perpetual Adoration, allow us to come in, and if you've never been there, I mean, you just have to go. It's like feels like you walk in, and it feels like you're in Europe all of a sudden. It's an amazingly beautiful chapel. And so we'll be doing that concert. And then in April, we have a really special concert where we're actually flying in an 8-member a cappella choir from Mexico. I was able to meet their composer and their conductor. His name is Julio. And in April, they'll be coming in and we'll be sharing a concert where they'll be doing music in Mexican music, and we'll be doing music from the United States. And then we're kind of, using it to meld together this idea that we have more in common than have differences. Their conductor is also a composer. He's writing a piece specifically for the chamber chorale, so it will be premiered at that concert, which is really exciting. So our final concert of the year is calling it the Cabaret in May. We used to have the event at UWL Bluffs Ballroom, but we're changing it to the Court Above Main to try to provide a more intimate experience. We'll be closer. We kind of break that barrier of the singers and the audience. So we'll kind of be right next to them. And we'll still have our silent auction and live auction that we do every year, as well as a lot of great entertainment for musical theater type pieces and show tunes and stuff like that.
Just kind of noticing, your schedule here, you also referenced just the beauty of the St. Rose Convent. Is it a choice to kind of pick different venues specific for these different shows, or is it kind of like you're kind of like to move around the community, or how does that work? Because you're at different locations for each one of these.
Yeah, so we try to get around the community to get some different performance opportunities, but also to allow for different people in different parts of town to hear us at different venues. A lot of it also has to do with the repertoire that we want to do. If a church has an organ and we want to do pieces with organ, well, we gotta go somewhere with a good organ. Or if we want to do something that's a cappella, we want to be in a venue that allows for some beautiful a cappella singing. In the St. Rose Convent, because it is such a sacred space, we do use that concert for only sacred music. We do music, all the way back from the 1600s until there's a piece on that concert that was written in the last 10 years. So it's all over the gamut of that. But for that specific concert, we do sacred specific music. But mostly we just try to get to all these different venues, and specifically the venues of people that have always supported the chamber chorale. So it works both ways, I think, for us.
Oh, and it also looks like you're going to be doing a debut at the Capella Performing Arts Center as well on King Street.
That'll be our April concert with the Mexican choir that I was talking about. Will be there. Matt Curtis is really doing a lot to revamp that space. My choir sang in there a couple of years ago, my UWL choir, before Matt took it over. And it's a beautiful place. It's a perfect space for a choir concert. So, I'm really excited for Matt to sort of just make it a little bit more pleasing to the eye, but it's already a beautiful place to sing. So, I'm really excited for that and excited for everything that Matt's doing over there.
So people can basically head over to chamberchorale.org. But, 37th concert season, how do people pick up tickets? Where's the best spot to go?
I'd say the easiest spot is just our website. You go to chamberchorale.org, and then there's a little tab, just tickets, and there's a few different options. You can buy season tickets, which gets tickets to all 5 of our concerts. And then there's also a 3-ticket pass that you can just get the typical 3 season ones that don't include the special events. And then the holiday one is always just a donation, or we would donate for the Wafer Food Pantry as sort of a food drive. So the easiest place to get tickets is chamberchorale.org in the tickets tab. But if you're not super great at websites, you can also call. We do have a phone number, 608-780 6107. You can call and get tickets that way, or you can just email laxchorale@gmail.com, and someone will kind of help you guide through it if you have any issues with the website that way too.
Also, it just looks like you really kind of value these passes for students as well. I mean, you got some deep discounts for people that want to pick up the season pass, concert series. I mean, even individual tickets, it looks like it's almost about 25% of a normal ticket that people could pick up.
We try to really discount for the students, because I feel like it wasn't that long ago, although maybe it was now, that I was a student, and I know what it's like to be a poor student and really want to experience these events, but then see the sticker price and be like, I can't do it. So we do have a pretty big discount. I mean, the students can go to a concert for $5. If they want to buy the 3 concerts, it's $12. And if they want to buy the whole thing, it is $70. But that's mostly because our cabaret in May, comes with food, and it's kind of the more expensive thing. But I mean, $5 for a concert's pretty cheap. And so we really hope that students will take advantage of that.
La Crosse Local Podcast is a production of River Travel Media. Do you have an interview idea you'd like to share with us? Message us on Facebook at La Crosse Local. Find out more about us at lacrosselocal.com, and you can subscribe to the La Crosse Local Podcast on your favorite podcast app. If you like us, rate us 5 stars. We appreciate it.